our side. There's rooms to be better. Where I was going to go with this is, how do we get better? So they'll come out once we chat more. All right. This is also a very bad spot, as this is the murder pier.
Is it?
So, yeah. And
I was not aware of that.
Let's do a different spot because fire starters might end up using this in 30 minutes.
That's true, but I did tweet at them very mean things, and they might be upset about that.
How about let's pick one together before we leave?
Good idea.
How about we take out a police boat at the actually you know, back in the day there were so many good spots because everyone used to hang out at the pink cage. And now there are no spots because every spot is tainted with like being a good spot because there's so many people nowadays.
Well, I mean, like everywhere's got somewhere to be, and you know, we might as well just pick a spot and stick with it, right?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's just do it here. Let's take a risk.
Let's just do it, man. Like, what's the worst that happens?
Here.
He's got a mask. He's got a fucking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, he's fine.
No one's gonna car ID you, surely.
Surely not with my plate on the back.
That own this car. Oh, you left your plate on? Yeah, no, GG. All right, well, whatever. It is what it is. Let's get this. Let's get this done then.
Yeah.
So,
very well.
What did you want to speak about?
Well,
you reached out to me.
Yeah. First of all, last time when we spoke, you said only a handful of people know about this. I'm assuming this is the other person that knows.
That is correct. It's the only other person I've talked to about this.
Gotcha. All right. Well, you saw what I sent you, right?
That is right. I did. I did not. I did not share it with him though. I feel like you should share it with him. I think he'd love to see it.
Well, if you'd like him to see it.
Yeah, why don't I email this to you, Brian?
Okay, I'm ready.
There you go.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
So what you see is basically what I put together in the last 2 days or so. Some of it is from memory, some of it is from being there and observing, and maybe more. And my question on that regard is, are you looking for active people? Are you only looking for active people, or do you also want information on people that are not active?
May I ask a question just so we're on the same page? Back in the day, there were the racers, and then there was those who just grinded for crypto. Is that what you mean as a difference, or rather do you actually mean those who race and those who race sometimes?
Well, let's just say the actual racers are the minority at this point. But I'm just talking about, like, I have additional names that are no longer actively racing. So if you want those as well, I can add them. Not, I can leave them out.
I think
this depends on the relevance of those names.
I'm gonna be sort of speaking off the cuff here. I think that there is value for the racers, the ones that, you know, are amenable to conversation, to harness the racing scene. When I say this, because very much back in the day, while some of them were very much a threat, they could be spoken to and reasoned with, whereas those who primarily were into it for the money were more likely to start popping off, killing off law enforcement and whoever that got in the way of money, right? I think putting them in a bucket is valuable. I think it is equally valuable to, I think having all of them is a good thing, and categorizing them is good too, because ultimately some of these individuals need to be targeted for arrest or whatnot, and having that information will allow us to make strategic decisions, whatever they may be.
Okay, I can add some sort of category to the spreadsheet, and I will use my own judgment in categorizing them as best as I can, but yeah, that's my opinion, obviously.
I think the way that you're presenting it in this list is actually very good, more than I expected.
There's a lot of information in here too.
Holy shit.
It is a lot of information, but there's also a lot of information missing. So I'm not sure how thorough you want this list to be, but it might not be easy to get every single person's actual name and their plate, for example. So there might be spots where I just can't fill in the information in due time.
Okay.
So as long as that's okay, that's good with me.
I think what the work you're doing here is definitely going to build trust, and I think you're already doing God's work right now.
I'm glad to hear. That
There
was my intention.
Okay. There's a couple things that I think are important for you to know. There is obviously, I'm gonna hesitate from asking any questions that might go into the gray area. Your business is your business at the moment.
Go ahead.
Given that you are operating under us in this capacity, it is important that we don't risk your life too deep, right? So if things do get bad, we need to know, because we ain't trying to get you killed over any of this, right?
Understandable. Obviously, I'm not trying to be very obvious with my work here, and let's be honest, these people, when they show up to a race, all they care about is the race. So I'm fairly certain that at this point, nobody expects anything.
Okay, very good.
That's very good to hear.
So as long as nobody is watching us having these meetings, we should be fine.
Well, that's where the problem comes in. I think any future conversation here should consist of you meeting us in something you don't typically wear, in a vehicle you don't typically drive, as there are more powerful entities that are always watching.
Very true.
That is true. That is true. Well, I typically don't drive this car, but it does have my plate on it, so.
Okay.
Yeah, single plate's identifying enough. If there's a single person up there with a big camera and they're zooming in on your plate, you're fucked.
That is true. I didn't want to put on a fake plate since I'm a civilian now.
Very good. Okay. If at any point we do have a way, if needed, to extract you and make it appear as though you've served time. But I'm going to leave that with you in the event you feel like it's necessary.
If a moment in time comes where I need it, I will let you know beforehand.
Okay.
But I've also been told by Miss Angel that if I happen to get caught in any form, she cannot help me with that.
That is correct.
I mean, yeah, if you go out there and you commit some crimes and you get caught for them, like, what am I supposed to do, pal? You know? I'm not a miracle worker.
Yeah. I get it.
Just don't get caught.
Don't get caught. You're good at that, right?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Been doing it all my life.
That's what I like to hear.
I'm going to give you a little bit of a tip here. Just don't tell anyone. Send it into the ocean. Worst comes to worst.
Good idea.
Honestly, I'm not the best swimmer, so I would prefer not to.
All right.
I'll probably die.
Okay.
Well, you can't swim?
I mean, a little bit, but
Well, if you know,
it's more like a kid struggling in the pool.
if this does go the way that you're hoping it's, you're gonna have to learn how to swim, pal. All right? Some people, some of these criminals get pretty out there, you know. It's you have to get in the water with them, rough and tumble, you know.
Well, I mean, I guess I can work on that, right?
Yeah, I'd start taking swimming lessons, buddy.
I will when the time has come.
All right. Hell yeah. Well,
on that note, you've told me that I will be selected for the next wave, whenever that may be. Is there like a time frame that you can give me?
I wish there was. We have only recently taken our positions, recent in PD time, that is. And we're looking at, like, I'd say estimate 6 weeks. Does that work for you?
Well, I mean, I hope and I can survive that long.
I think it's going to be a lot of people come into Academy with very much no background. At least no background anyone's interested in. And I think you're going to, if you survive, coming in with a real good one. You know what I mean?
I think you'll have a pretty interesting story to tell. Truthfully.
Oh, definitely.
And that'll make you an interesting cadet. And interesting
I guess
people
it
go pretty
depends
far
how
in this
much I want to
PD.
share.
Yeah, I guess that's on you, huh?
Okay.
And there's no way of getting that done sooner. Not at all.
Well, I'm satisfied to see this continue. I don't think we should wait here too long. The longer we wait, the more risk we're taking on. Someone comes by and decides to hold us up.
Yeah, I agree.
Fair enough.
Okay.
All right, I will
You should
continue doing my work.
You should give your number to Captain Knight here.
Yep.
Oh, sure. There you go.
6523. All right. Thank you. What should I save it as? Is this a
That's
sim?
a good question. Well, that's my sim.
Okay.
The sim I've been using for a long time. Which was probably not the smartest idea to contact you on this sim, but it already happened, so...
I'm gonna label it as what do you do for a living? Like outside of racing? You a mechanic?
I was a while ago, so that could work.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If I was you, I'd probably get a new SIM card. I mean, shit, the one you got right now is already fucking brains, so. Yeah, it's in your best interest to no one
Well-
goes to your phone. I'm gonna be kind of straight with you.
I mean, at this point, there's already text messages to you,
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
so
You opened
I
up
think it's a little too
your
late to swap SIMs
conversation
now.
with me pretty strongly, so.
Guys, this isn't Toby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, for me, there's no return at this point. So
Okay. Understood.
whatever that entails is what it is.
Life is a highway. And you're gonna ride it all
Exactly.
night long, Mr. Jones.
Hopefully.
Okay. Well,
All right.
all right.
It was a pleasure. And I guess we'll be in contact.
Likewise.
Yep. We will keep in contact with you. Take care, Mr. Jones.
You as well.
I have a really good feeling about him. See what you mean now.
Yeah, I mean, I feel good about him. I
Yep.
understand why it can be a bit, odd or hesitant to trust one of these guys, but I don't know. My intuition, maybe it's cooked, but
He
he seems
feels
serious.
he feels like a man that's already put his life on the line, for a badge he doesn't yet have. So
I agree. I mean, all he has is we could easily fuck him and backstab him, and he's still putting all this out there. Like he's placed his well-being fully in our hands at this point.
I mean, damn near told us we just have to push him off the damn ledge over here, and he's dead.
Yeah, so I think this is gonna go somewhere good. We just gotta make sure that we hold up our end of the deal,
1000%.
Because what's the point of putting this guy at all this risk if we don't actually get anything done with it,
Agreed. Yeah. I was not expecting him to come with this much already.
Really?
So no, maybe it's because there's been so many times people have tried to turn their life around and then they don't present themselves like this. You know what I mean? Seems like a passing moment for them. You know what I mean? But I don't think this is the case. This guy seems a lot more special. So
Yeah. What's interesting to me? I've been going through this spreadsheet that he sent me, and there's a lot of names in here that are ranked pretty high up that I would not have expected because I never see them around. They're like ghosts to me,
Yeah, Stephen O'Connor, that's pretty much the guy that runs the manor.
That is, yeah.
That's fucking insane. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, it's not listed by order. Okay, but the skill
You have
that's up there.
to, you can organize it in like alphabetical order or whatever.
Something I should probably tell you. I do have an alias.
You have an alias?
I do. Yep.
Will you look at it? Like, you look at the
No.
leaderboard, or?
No. We about 9 months ago there was something called the death race, and myself and Frost, who was a officer at the time, question mark, we're the only ones that responded to these death cars, for lack of a better word. And I to give you an idea, we were like, there's some fucking death cars over here with fucking spikes and shit that's and next thing we heard, okay, anyways, southbound, Power Street, and we're like, what the
Anyways,
fuck?
what the hell?
So we tracked this for 2 hours. We went UC, we went and took photographs, we dressed up like the organizers and listen at all. Ultimately dealing with like fucking fighter jets and shit. Long story short, we convinced these people to let us into the next race. That led to death race number 2. It was in like a nuclear submarine, all kinds of fucking wild shit. But in doing so, we had to tap into a very similar program as you know, these things on how to make an alias. So the alias is the faceless.
Well, your alias is faceless?
I needed to blend in as best I
What
could.
the hell, Brian? Wait, you're not worried that they're gonna like find out about that and
Well,
get mad at you or something?
Well, I mean, I don't think the faceless like does street racing, you know? Like I said, we got the thing and they're like, oh, you got to set it up. And I was like, and I just saw the prompt there and it's like pick an alias and I didn't know what to do. So I was just like, I just kind of just did it. You know what I mean?
I mean, you know, I respect it actually. I respect the courage that it takes to do that. What do you think my racing name could be?
Huh.
You know, I'm kind of like the best of the best at everything. You know, I'm like the tippy top.
You should pick Puppet Master. You know what I mean?
Puppet Master?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
What's the word for like the top, the tippy top?
Oh, like Zenith?
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's
What
a
do you think
good one
about
right
that?
there. Yeah, that would be good.
That's a good alias. Maybe I should
Yeah.
pick that one.
Oh,
I mean, I don't
man.
even have a racing ship. I don't even need one. What am I even talking about?
Look, don't we pick one for the time trials or do we not?
I think they just say like PD, like chip number 1 or 2 or whatever. So.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, do you actually plan on making him wait 6 weeks? Or are you
No.
just saying that to kind of like drag him along a little bit? Make sure he's dedicated to it?
It's a little of both. One is I want to read his reaction to that, right? Because if he was like, no, fuck this, and he just like, you
And
know,
then,
that'd
yeah.
tell me something.
That's kind of figured you're doing.
And the second is because we're slowly closing in on the academy, but because I don't know, I didn't want to tell him like, hey, right away. And then it turns out we can't, you know what I mean? So
That's fair.
it gives us some runway to not make him, he'll be more excited knowing he can do it sooner than, you know, the date
I like
coming
that.
up.
I like that. I like the way you think. I
Yeah.
think that's smart.
Yep.
I think that's very well handled.
Yep.
Okay, so as far as like people that we're putting onto this, like who do you actually trust to handle this information?
So I know that Slow wants to work with, Slow told me he's getting a bunch of things together. I did share my concern with him that he's still learning to be a sergeant and he's got a lot to learn. And does he have the tact needed to run the unit? Now, I'm okay with him commanding it, given his interest. I think Apollo is going to kill it eventually. And I think we see how they do, but we might want to manage him directly.
Yeah, I think that's for the best.
I'm afraid if we give it to someone else, it's going to be, there's too much risk for him.
Right. How should we document these interactions?
In our brains?
Yeah, fair. I mean, there's
Yeah.
not really any other place to put it, is there?
No. I think knowing the marshals are already fucking snooping fucking shit, we put something in there, they're going to be like, oh, who's this guy? Where'd it come from?
Interesting.
Oh, look,
Yep.
here's his like email attached to the document.
Yep, and then one thing leads to another. We got ourselves a dead CI.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
if this works out well, I think he actually made one of our most interesting hires yet.
I agree.
All right, well, very good. I'm looking forward to this. I guess we'll keep up to date with them. I'll try and follow up with them every day or two.
100%.
Not too often, but just enough, you know.
I think good idea. Oh, in regards to the case, right?
Oh yeah, the case we were talking about that.
So, I don't think things are so far gone that Grayson's always going to be on the side of being more defense attorney than the other justices. I think a lot of them have kind of ruled in our favor. I do think that we need to, however, be cognizant of the overall things are leaning in a direction where we need to be extra on top of everything.
True.
In regards to fingerprints and shit, I think coming out of that case, could we have documented things? Maybe. There is a report that fingerprint timelines were documented, but it's like old information. It's not accurate. I think I'm going to contact either one of two things. Either I'm going to get some of our DTF units, like Maeve, for example, or Bean, to document some of this stuff, get it published, and then it's going to go into something that everyone can see. I think any of our toolings. Okay, so let me put it this way. I think Barrett's argument was not, let's just say, cringe, for lack of a better word.
Sure.
I think he was just trying to establish, could someone else have, could the fingerprints have got, like, he wanted a timeline himself, right?
Right.
How old
right.
were the fingerprints? And I think that's reasonable. Problem
Yeah, I
is,
agree.
we can't provide that. In turn, if the judges and justices don't know what a timeline of fingerprint is, it creates an issue. So I think we publish that, just like a breathalyzer would get published. And if there's other of our toolings that need to be published, we do that as well. I don't think we lose anything in doing so. Like, let's say worst case scenario, a criminal finds out, oh shit, fingerprints go away after 6 hours. I think that's less of an issue than the judiciary and our departments not having that down. You know what I mean?
I agree with you.
So
Truthfully, it doesn't matter if the criminals know about that. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe like there be some edge cases where they use that knowledge to their benefit.
yeah,
But it hurts us much more if the people overseeing our cases don't even know what this evidence it means and how to interpret it. That is much bigger of a deal.
exactly. And then
I
we
agree
wouldn't
with you.
even have that argument. It'd be like, oh, it's like this. It was in this time band. Ain't no way someone else would have come. Because there was that
100%.
thing I noticed, and it was the thing I was worried about, is how does he know if it's 40 days old versus 3 hours, right? I knew that in my brain, but that's only because I had noticed it with some other evidence I'd collected previously, but without it being published, how are they going to use it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So, okay.
Yeah, I don't think this is sorely on the. I can't fucking talk properly. I don't think this is entirely Grayson's fault or whatever.
I
My
think,
earlier comments were more so I'm just concerned that we're in the same uphill battle that we've always been with the DOJ,
yeah,
with the ever expanding and ever stricter standards enforced against us. It's just harder and harder to meet
Yeah.
them, you know,
yeah,
especially when they have their internal biases.
I agree, 100%. It felt like we were being measured in a non-represent, like in a way that doesn't represent our level of prosecution. But
Right.
So, but you know
Yeah,
what?
and that's just that's something that we can't really rectify without actually trying to fix it, or on our end or theirs, but with open dialogue and communication. So,
Yep, 100%.
you know, crying about it on Twitter and yelling is not going to help anything. So,
What the fuck was that fire starter shit? So what have they been watching the case?
I don't know.
I saw they're like corruption and incompetence. These fuckers literally blew up civilians. So who are they speaking to?
That's what I had tweeted at them. I said, "You bomb civs, shut up."
Like, what the fuck?
Like these guys. Listen, I fucking hate these dog shit terrorist organizations because they're all like, "Oh, we're above it all, you know, we're so fucking cool because we see through the chaos of what it is. You guys just suck at your jobs and hate civs." But they literally
Who are they
created and
fighting
manufactured
for?
these. Yeah, they literally put these civilians in this circumstance and did this. Like, they're the bad people. I don't know what the hell fucking dog shit is going on in their brain.
Well,
But listen, have you ever met a smart terrorist organization, Brian?
not in San Andreas.
Yeah,
oh,
me
I
neither.
did. The police department, you know.
Well, that's a separate issue.
We
yeah,
held
okay,
it down.
yeah, that's right. I'll tell you what. But besides that terrorist organization, okay, besides that one, I've never met a smart one. They're all fucking morons.
I think Michael Simone's terrorism was good. I think he was pretty smart.
Yeah, he was.
I think he had a lot of people fooled. I think the puppet master was very good at how he handled things, even though he was, you know, things came to a head at the end. Snow and I kind of figured out who it might have been. But the thing is, like, in those cases, they did shit, but it was like objective. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think.
I mean,
some
I had
of the
a clear
ones.
understanding of what their goals and motives were. You know, the puppet master wanted shit to be crazy and for his fucking crypto to explode or whatever. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck these guys want. Like, what is their end goal here?
I think they're very confusing. You know what I mean? But you know, it makes our job easy.
They tweeted at me, your indecision and incompetence led to that bomb exploding. Their blood is on your hands. At Brittany Angel. I wasn't even there. I was in another country at the time.
Yeah,
so I don't know
know
what the hell they're talking about.
Well, it's like the bombing that happened too at the courthouse. What corruption did they bomb?
I don't know. They gotta like point out a specific instance, you know, be like, oh, this judge did that, or this person did this, you know, like where's the what are you talking about, guys? You know, what are we doing here?
Yep. Well, anyways.
I think we put these guys on a D tier in the terrorist ranking list.
Oh my God,
ranking?
We need to do that for a bit.
We do. Oh my God, that's what we got to do next, Brian. We got to do the terrorist ranking list.
Oh my God. All right.
That's the next goal.
Yep. All right. I'll see you out there.
Talk to you soon, Brian. You take care.
By the way, I OOC love the fire starters. Just to be clear here, because you know.